What's up, y'all? I'm back on live. My last little live stream cut off. My bad. My apologies. Y'all, I can always tell when my short is feeling good. Thank you. When my short is feeling good, it get all like speed, and it's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's crisp, like it's perfect. It's ready to go in the salad right now. But I want them to get bigger. I'm trying to let them get bigger. That caterpillar came out here and had a feast on my little short, and it's like, I'm gonna see. Oh, but speaking of which, I wanted to some season. Hey, what's up? I'm doing okay. How you doing? Trying to sow some seeds real quick. I just planted some more short, and now I want to plant some Chinese cabbage. Why do you want to see my foot? That's so weird. I'm looking for little empty spots to plant stuff, y'all. I'm not sure. Where can I put my little Chinese? I mean, not Chinese cabbage. I want to plant some more cabbage. Let me see. I got two different kinds. I mean, three different kinds. Okay. They basically the same. Running with the cabbage. Let me see. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Thank you. What y'all doing? Y'all just hanging out. I remember when I was a kid, on Sundays, me and my dad would go on the Sunday drive before gas prices was like sky high. Y'all did that. Went out on a Sunday drive, just rode around slow, no apparent reason, just hanging out. Pull it up in people's house just because you right around the corner. Hey, you ever seen them in books? But then that's before cell phones became popular. So now you can call me first. Let them know, hey, I'm in the area. I miss you. What you got going on? I haven't seen you in a long time. What you got going on? Man, I still see you. What's up? My day was cool. How was your day? I know it feel a whole lot better now than it did earlier. It was so hot. It was so hot earlier. It was scary. Like it was just like there. And I was trying to sit in the garage. It was too much. Your day was relaxing and you trying to avoid the heat. I feel I feel you. It is hot. At least it feel like it. Hi, I'm okay. You said it's been a dream of yours to have a woman like a woman with blonde dreads, blonde and red dreads. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You watching from African, which country? On the Ivory Coast. You said let you get a cigarette. Thank you. Mm, mm, mm. Said that was your first time seeing me smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't see how I would be able to give you a cigarette through the phone though. He said it seems peaceful. And yeah, I do like it in my greenhouse. It's peaceful sometimes. It's kind of peaceful. I'm a little bad about the caterpillars, but I have, said I've seen several lizards and frogs out here, so hopefully they being handled. But it's cool. It's awesome to be surrounded by my little plants that I'm trying to, grow and keep alive. And the benefit of some of them giving me fruit is awesome too. So it is awesome. And to be able to, cook and eat the stuff that I grew, that's awesome. But I don't know. It is like a vibe when I'm sitting in this greenhouse. I don't know. Maybe it's all of that put together, but it's just a vibe. Hey, what's up? jalapeno peppers look like they really big. I might get some of them off of here, low key. I was thinking about that today because I don't want the caterpillars to get them. They did already ate some of my love, you know what I'm saying, my other pepper. I don't want them to mess with them. So I might go ahead and take two of them and put them in the freezer. Oh, I need some tomatoes so I can make some sauce. That would be me. Make me some homemade sausage or some homemade pico. That would be so good. So I planted some more short because I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some more pink ones because I have one that's pink and the other ones are white and I want more pink. Hey, what's up? And some broccoli. I'm gonna try broccoli and also some Chinese cabbage. I keep looking to see the tag. Some Chinese cabbage. So broccoli. The other day I planted some Brussels sprouts. You know what's up there? Thank you. But those are the seeds that I planted today, y'all. I planted a few things today to try to add to my garden for the winter, for the fall when it does come. Even though we have so much more time of summer, especially here. You from Louisiana, I'm from Texas. I'm right by you. I've traveled out there many times. He said, "Am I a country girl?" Somewhat. I don't know. I can't really say I'm all the way a country girl. It's like people do consider Houston kind of country, but it's the city at the same time. So I don't know how to say that. Hey, what's up, Cornelius? You afraid of Black American girls? I don't know why you afraid of Black American girls. That is so racist. That is racist. You said you Nigerian, also black. That don't mean nothing. That's still kind of racist. Why are you scared of a whole genre of women? Like that's a whole race, specifically. Okay, a whole ethnicity, whichever one it is. It's like you have some kind of bias against African American women. You assume that we're all dangerous or something, or you assume we're all crazy. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's messed up even if you are Nigerian. I'm back. You said, what did I see? I don't know what that means. But yeah, man, that's messed up to have a whole be following a stereotype of black women or African American women. That's messed up. Yeah. Like, what y'all do? Okay. What y'all doing on y'all Sunday, Monday? Came back in the house for a sec and you about to step out later. That's cool. But you going out to like a club or something? That sound cool. Don't be hanging out at the house. A lounge. Oh, that's cool. I like lounges. I feel like they kind of low key. You can relax. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I don't like about the clubs now, it seems like, well, at least my last experience going to a club, because I really don't go to clubs like that. But yeah, I stopped going to them because it be, first of all, too many people. Everybody is pushing and shoving, and I don't like that. I be ready to fight and argue behind it. I don't like the fact that a lot of them require you to buy a section, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous amounts sometimes. Sometimes it's nothing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? $25 is one thing. But when you charging $85 just so I can sit down, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that, because I like to sit down and sip on my drink. And then, you know what I'm saying? If I want to get up and dance, and etc. So it's certain things that I don't like, why I kind of skip out on clubs per se. Thank you. You said you got two straws for a milkshake. But that's why I love lounges though, because lounges typically have seating areas. I really do love going to like a bar that is like more of a adult crowd, obviously, but they serve like food, you know what I'm saying? Baby, I love that. And I'm talking about food. You know what I'm saying? I like light bites too, but I mean food. Like they got some fried fish, they got some chicken wings, they got some. I know it was one place I used to go to. They had lamb, okay, food, okay. You can eat and sip on your drink and possible entertainment or whatever. I love it when it's a band going on, or like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, poetry or something like that. I love stuff like that more so than just going to a club nowadays, because most people just there to take pictures and kick up mess and drama, and I'm not here for it. You said the lounge got seafood bowls. Are you going to a live little lounge then if y'all got seafood bowls? That's how some of the spots out here they have like what do you call them, like the trucks, the food trucks sitting outside, and you know what I'm saying, some of them are around or like around the corner from different restaurants and stuff like that. But baby, depending on how I feel, I order my food and get it sent directly to the bar. Okay, I will. Even though I prefer to buy from the bar though. You know what I'm saying? But I know I did that a few times in Austin, and I've done it before out here in Houston. I have ordered my food and got it delivered to the bar. And you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I would prefer to go somewhere where they have, like, you know what I'm saying, good drinks, good vibes, good food, and you know what I'm saying, decent prices, because I really do hate going out and feeling as if I'm gonna be broke for the rest of the week because I went out one time. So I like a combination of all. However, if it's a situation where in order for me to be able to, you know what I'm saying, not come out of the situation all the way broke, I have to, you know what I'm saying, not be at peace or feel unsafe or feel unwelcome, then I'll go ahead and pay whatever extra charge just for the peace of mind of being able to have a good time like I intended to, and not being stressed out unnecessarily. Okay, because I've experienced that before too. Try to get a cheap drink. Mm-mm. And try to give me a cheap drink. But that's because I thought it was the perfect little spot, you know what I'm saying? I drink whiskey, but I thought I had found me the perfect little spot. They had happy hour multiple times a week. They had food trucks that would be outside, you know what I'm saying, every night. And typically they would be open. And, you know what I'm saying, dance floor played the type of music I like, the different, you know what I'm saying, right in the genre. Sometimes I would run into people I knew, etc. But, you know what I'm saying, baby, I guess all good things come to an end. I thought it was perfect, but baby, I cannot. I just cannot. I cannot. Mm-mm. But I feel like that may have been my downfall, having a spot that I would go to every time instead of going to different places. You said it must be a Texas thing. I don't know if it's a Texas thing, but I know it's what I like to drink. And I'm from Texas. But I do love me some whiskey. I don't know. Clear liquor is like devil's water to me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like it causes me to just act a complete fool. To be honest, in the most frank way, in the most frank way possible. It causes me to act a fool. It causes me to be ready to fight. So I don't drink clear liquor. Okay. Mm-mm. Either that or it's gonna make me sick. And either one, it's not gonna be a good time. So I don't really mess with clear liquor. If it's a drink and it have clear liquor in it, I'm not gonna drink a lot of it because once again, I already know how clear liquor get me, baby. So what do you drink? Since you saying how you like Don Julio. Man, somebody else was talking about some Don Julio on my other live stream, man. Y'all this Don Julio make you crazy too. I don't mess around with it. It only took me to have one time I had me some Don Julio, and it was like, mm-mm, that was not a fun night. It's not a fun night. the Julio didn't just get me drunk; it got me miserable drunk. So that's why I don't mess with it. It don't just do drunk. It get me miserable drunk. So like where I like not even enjoying my, you know what I'm saying, the buzz that you receive. It's like not even enjoyable. It's just like you said I'm not a drinker for real. I guess I'm not gonna sit around and argue with you about if I'm a drinker or not. I'm drinking right now. I've been drinking for majority of my life. I'm just being real. At the very least, what is it? Decades? 2 decades I've been drinking. So that's fine. If you feel like I'm not a drinker. But I don't mess with no Julio. I feel like the fact that I'm a drinker is the what that's the why how I know that I don't mess with Julio because I didn't had it before. It go in well. Vodka too. I done had some nights while I drank vodka and it did not end well. I was like none of the kind, the coconut, the regular vodka, none of the vodkas is a no for me. We ain't finna sit around and take daiquiri after daiquiri because that's a no for me. Is you know what I'm saying? Whiskey. Whiskey. With whiskey, as long as it's a situation where ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, messing with my drink, I'm gonna be alright. But you know what I'm saying, everything else, mm-mm. But I don't. Yeah, I've been drinking a long time. You said I ain't see the question mark. Uh, vodka have you ready to fight? Yeah, this long. This one vodka. He said have you on demon time. Ooh wee. Hey, what's up, KB? Man, that's that vodka, that devil's water. That's what vodka is. Have I ever went to Bucky's? Yes. I love Bucky's. I have a plushie of him. I have a little plushie of Bucky on my bed. He said he love it too. Yeah, Bucky's is cool. They have some really good barbecue, fudge, brisket. They have all kind of like I love Bucky's. It's so good. He said they have the best brisket sandwiches. They do. Man, I feel like see, I don't try to put base it off of fights alone because sometimes it's a valid reason as to why it happened. But I do know when it comes to vodka, I've always, you know what I'm saying, like, oh boy, it's like I have a chip on my shoulder and I'm already as is going through it. You know what I'm saying? And stressed out as is. So adding vodka on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be start fights. It'd be a situation where you looked at me funny and I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying, start swinging. So no, vodka is a no for me. It's a no for me. that, you know what I'm saying, the whiskey is, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna keep me mellow. I'm gonna feel, you know what I'm saying, a little vibe. I may get up and start dancing. It'll be a situation where my ankle and my knees won't be hurting me. I get up and dance and move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Jig from one side to the other side. I like this, but vodka is a no because it's a whole different version of me when I go out. And Don Julio, no, because that once again, that was a whole different. That was an awful experience. The one time that I drank it to such an extent, I would never drink it again. But yeah, okay, so I feel like at this point I figured out what, you know what I'm saying, I can deal with and what is just a tad bit, it's a no, you know what I'm saying, as far as the drinks go. Now it does suck because most of the cute girly mixed drinks are made with vodka or they are made with like yeah, it's typically either vodka or some kind of like I don't want to say scotch because, but it's typically like a vodka drink. And obviously, you know what I'm saying? Me and vodka don't mix, so I can't really mess with them. That's why I don't mess with daiquiris because I already know how daiquiris go. Daiquiris is a situation where it tastes so good that you keep drinking them. And then by the time you feel it, you feel all of them at once. And it is like the worst feeling ever. It's like you having fun all up into that point. As soon as they all collide, it's like, boom. Man, yeah. But I love me some wine too. I drink me some now what I do like that is clear is moonshine. Okay. I do like moonshine. Moonshine is good. But simultaneously I can't drink too much of moonshine because too much moonshine I have you forgetting what happened the day before. You said wine gets you there too. Yeah, wine will get you lit. But yeah, and I love me some yeah, wine, whiskey, moonshine, and beer. I like beers too. I like more of the fruity flavored beers, but I will settle for like a normal flavored beer if I have no other choice. White lightning. Is that what you call moonshine, white lightning? That's cool. Yeah, but you can't drink too much of it, just a little bit. A little bit, just a little bit. You drink too much, you're gonna be in trouble. Ooh. I know I need to work out tomorrow. I'll put it on my itinerary. Okay. Y'all gonna have to hold me to it. I need to combine, get back to my workout. Give me a routine going. I don't know why I just been feeling so tired. Like I just feel exhausted. I just feel so drained, just exhausted. Like I don't know. Maybe it's from not feeling good last week, but I don't know. I just feel so dang tired, yo. I'm gonna have to give me some vitamins or something because I just feel like my energy is just depleted all day, and that don't make no sense. But Ooh, I know this summertime is gonna come to an end. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it too loud because I don't want my son to feel no kind of way because he don't like it. But I know my life is gonna go from a slow boogie to a quick boogie, real quick. And so I need to get my energy together. I need to get my energy all the way together. What's up, y'all that just came in? What y'all got going on? What y'all doing on y'all Sunday fun day? Y'all vibing, y'all relaxing, y'all chilling. Still, my locks pretty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm inside my greenhouse. I do get that y'all can't really see the plants like I can because in front of me is like all of the like plants. But behind me is just a few. I get it. Behind me it's not that big a place. I don't quite know what that means, but I feel like it's something that I cannot post. So I'm just gonna. Let me say he's smoking good. That's what you doing right now? Are you saying that's what you would be doing in the greenhouse? You said both of you stay smoking. You so little. That's what's up, I suppose. And she said it's your natural healing, your herbal healing. I feel you. I'm not even. Don't judge you. I'm not judging. But you know what I'm saying. Can't just come out here and carry on with that. Obviously. How y'all can watch me smoking some cigarette? Okay, we can't have that going on. I am really starting to like. I wonder how long it's gonna take for my cayenne peppers to start turning red. They don't even look like they trying to change. But you said this YouTube against. And I don't want to say that they are, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure they might. That might be a problem. So I feel like it's best not to. Oh, that's so different. I didn't even realize that. I thought that was some. It sure is. I didn't even see that. Yeah. I am wondering when my pepper's gonna turn red. I was trying to let my jalapenos stay on the vine long enough to turn red too, but they take so long. Like, dang, yo. I feel like maybe they ain't getting enough sun because that don't make sense. As what the pepper's taking that long. I don't know. I may be tripping though. I may just be trying to rush them. So we'll see. Come on, let's see. Yeah, that is one good side of it. Not having to worry about that because I heard that that has been kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that it's like literally everywhere. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Where it came from specifically. But I have heard some rumors about where they think it's coming from. But it's to such an extent that it's like if you ordering food from, you know what I'm saying, restaurants, you have to hope and pray that they washed it real good, especially if it's raw fruit or vegetables. So it's tough. You know what I'm saying? And then they halfway saying that it might be in the water, which if it's in the water, then you know what I'm saying, it don't make too much of a difference because they trying to figure out if it's in the water that went into the plants. Was it something that they put on the plants? Is it in the water that is being used to cook the food? Like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to figure out where it's even coming from. Yeah, if it's in the water, we all messed up. It depends on where it's coming from. You said they know what's up. You never know. You never know. You never know. I hope it's not in the water though. But I haven't got, you know what I'm saying, sick off of anything that I ate from out of my garden. So I feel you. When I used to only drink specific, I can't stunt. When I was I don't even know how to say it, but I guess when I was following the pescatarian diet, I used to drink distilled water only. They say it's the best kind that you can drink if you drink bottled water. But I drink bottled water. I feel like it's cool. I can't think. I've been in, you know what I'm saying, certain situations and predicaments where I didn't drink water off the tap. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was staying in Jamaica because, you know what I'm saying, it's either drink it out the tap or we was gonna be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Dehydrated. But then their water system is different, so it was cool. But yeah, I do have my own little filters. First of all, for the water that I use to water my plants, like that I'm growing out here, I have a filter on my water hose, which I originally put it on there because I used to have a like a travel trailer, and I would filter the water in before it got to my trailer, and I just kept it on the water hose because it's better to have water that is filtered going on my plants, anyways. So I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from the water or if it's the produce or a specific plant or a specific form. But I do know when it come down to it, I pray to God, you know what I'm saying, that I ain't got to deal with it or worry about it because it does sound very stressful. It does not sound fun. It doesn't sound like I would want anybody to endure. I don't want to have to go through it, and I wouldn't wish it upon somebody else, to be honest. But I guess it is what it is. Whatever it is, and wherever it came from. You know what I'm saying? Why you saying that you think my neck and my back is just whew, whatever. So I definitely got to stretch and work out tomorrow. I gotta hold myself too. Dang. I can understand that. That don't sound. First of all, it don't sound fun, and it. You know what I'm saying. It for sure don't sound like a good time to be. You know, sick to that extent. Oh, wait. My prayers go out to them. I hope they get better because that does not sound fun being sick like that. And I know it is frustrating not being able to, at the very least, order out, especially when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying, anything with raw vegetables. And that's so many things because that means you could, if you get, you try to order a burger, you can't have tomatoes and lettuce and pickles and onions and stuff like that on it. If you order, like, um, what is it, nachos or enchiladas, you can't have jalapenos and lettuce and avocado and all these things. It's kind of like you have to avoid anything that is going to be raw when you order your food. And that is such an inconvenience. And it's so messed up. What is really so preposterous, or I feel like what is really so mind boggling and confusing about it is it's vegetables. Literally vegetables. Something, you know what I'm saying, that you would think that we supposed, like, you know what I'm saying, that's what we really supposed to be eating is vegetables. It's healthier to eat vegetables than it is to eat meat. And that's the thing that's making people sick. Yeah, it does. It takes away from good food and the things that you can eat because you got to be careful about dang near everything. It's tough. Trust me, I understand. I do. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where you don't even realize how much, you know what I'm saying, you order things with raw vegetables until it's this kind of predicament. And you got to figure out, okay, you got to order things that are cooked all the way, but everything is cooked. And I know me personally, I love a salad and I prefer it over like sauteed greens. I don't like sauteed greens. I don't like boiled greens. but I love a fresh salad with different kinds of greens in it. So I could understand the frustration of not being able to eat what you really want to eat. Mm, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that because it is true. A lot of that most people, a lot of people are eating healthier, and a lot of places like literally use raw vegetables. Like a lot of the what do they call the little poke bowl type places that serve, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff. The places that serve nothing but salads and nothing but, like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like they're like, even the sandwich places in a sense can be impacted by it because they are serving things with raw vegetables to such an extent. If you take the raw vegetables away, it kind of like impacts their product like severely. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cause people to eat unhealthy choices because, you know what I'm saying, you would have to eat something like pasta or spaghetti or pizza or, you know, like something that is cooked all the way in order to eat the vegetable you want to eat in the first place. He said, "What a coincidence." I can feel that. Yeah, I feel it. I don't know though, but you never know. It could be. I don't know. I just feel like while I don't put anything past it, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it impacts everybody. You said what can really be done about it is the question. I mean, it really, I feel like borderline comes down to where is it actually coming from, because it could be a situation where it's coming from a certain like uh farm or a certain how do you say it, like a certain producer of the vegetables to such an extent that they just got to figure out what's going on there. But if it's the water, then that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully and prayerfully it's not. I really think that it'll more likely be a situation where everybody goes to a certain person for certain things and it has been crossed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it had to transfer through certain trucks and certain plants and etc. to such an extent that everything that came from there has whatever attached to it and it's making everybody sick. But it could be in the water. But I just feel like if it was in the water, it would be a situation where it wasn't just people that are going back, the last meal they had before they got sick was something that was, you know, involving some kind of raw vegetables. I feel like it'll be a situation where, like, you know, everybody will be sick because if it's in the water, that's everybody is brushing their teeth every morning prayerfully. Everybody is washing their face. Everybody is taking baths and, you know what I'm saying, having to use water to rinse off vegetables from home and cook. Everybody will be sick. So I don't know. I feel like it really depends on where it's coming from. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it may not be the water. It may be like a certain place, like they had whatever kind of outbreak or whatever kind of, what I'm saying, situation going on in they plant, and it's so much food that like, what I'm saying, goes through that plant, that's what's going on. But at the same time, I don't know, ain't no telling. I feel like just trying to figure it out give me a headache, and I'm like interested. I would have no headache. Thank you, poetic. Hopefully and prayerfully it's ready, what I'm saying, before 3 years. You were eating a Chick-fil-A salad when you heard about it, Dave. I feel like that's what's tough about, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you are the kind of person where you prefer to eat vegetables and you also eat out, so, you know what I'm saying, it kind of puts you at risk. But I can't say for the most part, when I want a salad, I'm more so going to try to get something that I grow or make me a salad from home, because I like my salads from home better, even though they have some good salads. Like I like PF Chang's, they salads be off the like, ooh, they salads is good. But and I know Chick-fil-A got some good salads too. I love they salad dressing. But I like to add, what I'm saying, the basil to it and the different herbs. And I like to have my seasonings and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? If I got me some cheese, shred some cheese on there, man, it be a whole bit when I make me a salad from home. You said you throw the rest of it away. Dang, man. But that's low key what got me wanting to grow food that I can eat. See, at first, I was more so wanting to grow herbs, and I wanted to grow my own, like the different herbs that I would use to create medicine. However, after living off grid and tasting homegrown food, homegrown vegetables, that's when I decided that I wanted to start growing food like that I can eat when it comes to vegetables, because they were so, it was so good. Like the tomatoes, you cannot, you know what I'm saying, literally you can't buy those kind of tomatoes in the store. It is like, I don't know what it is about picking something fresh off the vine, rinsing it off, or just plopping it in your mouth just like that. That tastes so good compared to any other vegetable. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, when I like my best salads have been salads that I grew everything and threw everything together and put some seasonings in there and some cheese and boiled me some eggs and added my little dressing, and it just be so good. I don't even. Yes, and that's like literally one of the biggest reasons as to why I garden the way I do, because I love salad and I love it. Like when I am able to mix everything together. I like the different flavors that, like different herbs, not just basil but other herbs too. Like, you know what I'm saying, which I am trying to grow out here, but it is kind of hard. You said you don't have a green thumb. You could try to learn what's up and what's up, him. You could try to learn. It's not that hard. I order my seeds online. You said nothing has seeds in it anymore. I feel you. A lot of the stuff that we eat now is kind of like It's like they produce it or they mix it and they kind of like mesh it together with other varieties in an attempt to get rid of the seeds for our convenience. But simultaneously, it can take away the natural way of growing. However, a lot of things still have seeds, like cucumbers still have seeds, lemons still have seeds, tomatoes still have seeds, some watermelons have seeds. When it comes to the leafy vegetables like lettuce and spinach and stuff like that, the seeds don't come until it goes all the way to flower. And typically, um, the ones that you buy in the store have already been like either it's a situation where they didn't allow the plant to get to where it would flower, or it's a situation, especially if it's like a whole bushel of like romaine lettuce, they just, you know what I'm saying, chopped the plant all the way off. They didn't even let it get to the point to where it started to flower. However, if it did, it's a situation where you didn't get the seeds or the flowers because, like, you know what I'm saying, that's typically not what we buying. I honestly didn't even realize that certain like lettuce, chard, spinach, and broccoli and stuff like that actually had flowers of besides, you know, even when it comes to tomatoes and peppers, I had no idea that they had actual flowers that would come on the plant before the fruit came, like at all, until I actually started growing it myself, and then I realized that. But different plants have seeds in different places. The beans still have seeds because the bean itself is a seed. If you get dry beans, there have been people that have bought dry beans in a store and planted it and grew, you know what I'm saying, beans out of the ground. I've seen people take rice, like brown rice, and grow rice from it. But it just depends on what it is. If it's like, obviously you're not gonna be able to do that with white rice because they added a chemical to it to change the color. And well, the ones where they did add a chemical to change the color. But I've only seen somebody do that with brown rice. But I honestly buy seeds anytime I have money and I'm somewhere they have seeds. I'll mess around and buy some, especially if they have some that I want or some that I need. I've seen them at stores. Some dollar stores still have seeds. Home Depot, Lowe's, some grocery stores like Walmart will have seeds. Target has seeds, but mostly for like specific varieties online. You are a nursery if you have a good nursery in your area, but for the most part, online. That's the easiest way to type in whatever it is you're looking for, press enter, and then it's gonna show you all the different websites and who's selling it and who got it, and etc. But sometimes they have certain things, certain varieties in the store. The only thing about the seeds that they sell in store, from my perspective, a lot of times they only sell like, I don't want to say generic like heirloom, and I don't want to, and it's nothing wrong with heirloom, but a lot of times it's kind of like the same things that you would buy in the grocery store. They don't have certain varieties, and you know what I'm saying. It's certain varieties you can only find it online. You can't find it in the grocery store. Ooh. say you need a beginner set of seeds. They sell a beginner set of seeds online too, yo. I'll try to link some to this video. They'll have it where you can get like I actually bought some of my seeds from different sets. Like when I initially first started back my seed collection, because this is not my first seed collection, but when I first started it specifically, I purchased the it was like a whole set of like 100 different seeds, and while some of them were like normal varieties, it was like it kind of started out my seed bank, but as it grew, I started buying other sets. Like I bought a whole set of tomato variety seeds. I bought cucumber variety seeds. I bought herbs, like medical herbs, like specifically those kind of seeds, and I just keep on expanding it. But it's like you can find different varieties, and you can like, because a lot of plants come in different colors, they taste different, and it's just like certain varieties of it grow better in different climates. But it is, you know what I'm saying? It's taking me a while as far as like, finding certain things, finding certain varieties, and buying new seeds. But I can't stunt. It is part of, I feel like, the hobby that is gardening, that is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Looking for different seeds, finding out about different varieties of a plant that you like, and you know what I'm saying, finding somebody that's selling it. Then once you have the seeds, trying to get it to grow. But yeah, it's not hard to get a beginner set. You said it sounds like some research needs to be done before, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I can't study if it's a situation where you don't put forth effort to research it. You may have a hard time unless you just like grow things in your area. I mean, some plants that are easy to grow though. Some of them are. Some of them are hard. You know, but I feel like with any plant, it's just the basis of trying to learn that plant, seeing if the leaves have any kind of problems, and if they do, try to figure out what's wrong with it so you can fix it. And making sure it has the right nutrients, making sure you give it the right amount of nutrients, knowing when to give it nutrients, making sure you give it adequate water. Some plants don't like a lot of water, some love a lot of water, some like kind of just are directly in the middle, and you have to kind of figure that out. And you also have to base that not just off of the plant itself, but your area. Like my area is so hot that even though typically aloe vera can go without water for a good amount of time because it's a cactus, but it's so dang hot and humid out here that obviously if the other plants in here are hot, like my pepper plants and my basil, which is typically okay in the heat, then the aloe vera is probably hot too. So you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like some plants not that hard. Some of them are. It just depends. Some of them I feel like they are so difficult. Like asparagus is hard. My first time growing asparagus, it didn't do like it sprouted, but that was it. This time It's sprouted and it looked like it's doing something, but we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? This is my first year growing it. This is my first time growing corn. Now that's something that shocked me. You know what I'm saying? Sowed the seeds, all the seeds sprouted, and it looks like it's gonna be some corn on there. And I'm shocked, but I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time growing it. You love asparagus. Asparagus is a good thing to plant. It literally grows forever. Once you get it started, but getting it started is what's hard because it takes 3 years for it to grow, and then the conditions have to be right, the water has to be right, the nutrients have to be right. It's like it is a very picky plant. When it come down to it, it's one of the ones that is very hard to grow. Some people find tomatoes hard to grow. Cucumbers can be hard to grow. Peppers, I guess depending, but sometimes peppers kind of like they take off and go on their own, but you have to water them so much. You said 3 years, yeah, 3 years. It takes 3 years before you will actually be able to get a full harvest off of asparagus. But after you reach the 3 year mark, you're going to get a full harvest, and then you'll have a full harvest every year after that. That's the same with fruit trees and fruit. What are they called? Bushes and stuff like that. And like the first year, you're not gonna get that much. Even when it comes to my strawberry plant, I haven't got one strawberry, and it's kind of like I can't say with this one I cheated a little bit because I bought it at like it was already a grown like a plant, but simultaneously every time I've been trying to grow it from seed, I've been having the hardest time getting my strawberry plant to go ahead and take off. So I went ahead and bought a plant, and simultaneously, even though I now have a plant, I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong with it, but I haven't got fruit yet. So I might have to watch a video on strawberries. Low key, I might do that tonight before I go to sleep or tomorrow. Watch me a video or two on strawberries so I can see what I'm doing wrong and figure it out so I can possibly get some fruit before this year ends. But I'm finna flip the camera. I've been gardening for years. No, I don't sell nothing that I grow in my garden. It's basically like I said, I just grow things that I eat, things that I enjoy eating. And I'm trying to learn how to, grow my own little veggies. Honestly, my plan originally, when I first decided I wanted to move off grid, was to become as self sustainable as I could. However, after staying out there and coming back and going through different things that I have experienced in life, at this point, that may be a goal. That would be nice to eventually get to a place to where I am fully self-sustainable. However, even if it's a situation where I am growing or self-producing most of my own food, I feel like I would be okay. But I do kind of feel like it's an important thing. It was an important thing for me to learn to do, and it is an important thing for me to carry on learning how to do, because just in case, if it is a situation where this outbreak is because of a certain person or a certain place, a manufacturer of food, a certain people, like, how do I say it, like a certain farm or a certain big producer of vegetables had some kind of outbreak and it affected as many people as it did, it could happen again. So it would be definitely very useful to know how to grow your own food just in case. Supplier, sure. Okay. It's not for real, guys. You know what I'm saying? Tongue tied. I have had, what I'm saying, one little bit out here. So, what I'm saying, got tongue tied and slurred with that. But anywho, if it was to happen to, what I'm saying, it could possibly happen again. If it could happen one time, it could happen again. And if it's a situation where that many vegetables is coming from one place or they're crossing between each other to such an extent that something like that can, what I'm saying, expand the way that it did, like, baby, if it, what I'm saying, if it was something that was a tad bit more serious than that, it could be very, scary. They could be like, what I'm saying? In reality, what it is, it's not that bad, but it's awful, but it's not as bad as what, what I'm saying, could possibly happen if the entire, like, that's crazy. I can't say if all of, like, if that one outbreak caused as many people to get sick as it caused to get sick, if it was to happen again and it was something worse, it definitely will help to know how to grow your own food or to have your own garden going on. Even if it is just for personal use, to be honest. Whew, this dang AC unit is about to give me a smooth headache. But you know what I'm saying? When I first started growing my own food, my goal was to be self sufficient and to be able to I wanted to get to a place to where I didn't have to buy certain things from the grocery store anymore. And that's still part of my plan. You said would be the best thing to know. I feel you. But I do want to get to a point to where, what I'm saying, I know how to make my own everything, as far as if it's something that can be grown and it's something that, what I'm saying, I could process myself. I want to learn how to make it and, what I'm saying, be able to have it in stock in my house. You know what I'm saying? That's like, these are my little goals. When I have my own house, I want to have an area where I can store up, um, like if I'm making my own salsa or I'm making my own spaghetti sauce or making my own what else is barbecue sauce, ketchup, whatever it is, I want to have it like stored away somewhere. And if anything was to happen, or if I fall upon hard times, I'm gonna be okay. It's basically, you know what I'm saying? Even if that is like, what I'm saying, the worst possible outcome, even if the worst possible outcome is me falling on hard times and having a hard time being able to afford everything I want at the grocery store, it will be a situation where I only got to get ground beef because I have spaghetti sauce already. I only got to get, or noodles or something like that. I prefer to be in that kind of position than to it, like, than for it to be a situation where I have to buy literally everything, because What I have found since I have been growing my own food, it has been helpful on days where I don't have that much money to be able to go outside and get most of the ingredients from outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have much going on to that extent, it's at least a point. Like, if I want a salad, I just got to come up with some eggs. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we'll eat it without the eggs. You don't have to have eggs and cheese or, you know what I'm saying, bacon just to have a salad. I can just go off of the stuff that I have out here, rinse it off, put some seasoning on there, and then put on some salad dressing, and I'm straight. But yeah, it's tough, and I have experienced some tough times, and this has, you know, even more so put me in a position to where gardening is like, you know what I'm saying, something that is important to me to learn how to do and to master it. Even when it comes down to it, you said it sounds like a whole lifestyle. It kind of, because you have to learn every single plant. From my perspective, like every plant, I have to learn their likes and their dislikes, even when it comes to basil and holy basil. Like my lemon basil, I have gotten to know it, and it kind of like I can tell what it likes. As long as it has a lot of water, it's good. But the other kinds of basil, it's like they want something different. They like shade. Some of them don't like being in the sun. Some of them will bolt if it gets too hot. And it's literally dang near the same plant, but it's not. So it is a situation where you got to sit around studying, and some things you can study all you want to, but you may not even be able to find it in the book, because I have yet to see a book where they mention black opal basil, which is a purple basil. It tastes really good. It smells amazing, but it is hard to grow, and I have not found any books on it yet, or any mention of it in any of the books that I have on herbs and growing herbs and using herbs for like medicinal reasons. So it can be tough. It can. I noticed with my carrots this year, I'm trying to grow different colors. Some of them are like doing really well, but some of them I barely even got one carrot. So I'm learning. I'm learning. It is kind of like a lifestyle, but I like it. It is a lifestyle, but I like it. I feel like it's one of my hobbies. It's one of my favorite hobbies per se, but it is one of my. I like all my hobbies though, because you know what I'm saying. I do other stuff besides gardening. I just spend a lot of time out here because you know it's summertime. It's like obviously gardening season, but also you know my son is here with me for the summer, so um that's part of it too. And it's not to say when he go back to school, I'm not gonna spend any time in my garden at all. But it's probably not gonna be like you know what I'm saying, the same. It's probably not gonna be on the same extent. Cause I'm probably gonna be doing other stuff too. But I still got to take care of my plants, so you know what I'm saying. But I do have other hobbies. I like to play pool. I like to bird, but I feel like birding kind of goes hand in hand with gardening. It's just that I don't know why it's like no birds really come back here. They be in the front yard. They don't be in the backyard. So for the most part, when I'm looking at birds, I have to be out in the front instead of being in the back. But or go somewhere like to a park. I like to go to the park and sit and watch the birds, or go to like the beach or something like that. But that's one of my hobbies too. And I haven't put as much money or effort into it as a garden per se. But I guess I do have birds all around my garden. You know, I have my little favorite birds, the flamingos, all around here. Once I have my own house, I'm gonna have me some chickens, some my flightless little flightless birds. But they say chickens can kind of fly. They just can't fly like other birds can fly. They can fly to get away from you. Fly. I feel like when chickens fly, it's kind of like when the little kittens are trying to get away. Y'all ever tried to catch a kitten that was trying to get away from you, but it knew you? It wasn't just trying to race away from you, but it was just kind of like trying to get out of your grasp, and it runs fast enough that you can't catch it, but slow enough that you know that it's messing with you. And then it gets to where it knows you can't get and turn around and look at you like I said no, okay, and carry on. I feel like that's what chickens do. They fly just enough to get out of your grasp, but not far enough to actually fly. Ooh. But I do love chickens, and the way these egg prices is going up, baby, it would be very convenient to have some chickens in the backyard, especially the way I eat eggs. I eat eggs a lot. Now I may not need a whole flock of chickens, but I do, you know what I'm saying, feel like it would be cool for me to have some chickens. A few of them at least. Have me a small little chicken coop. Plus, I can't say eggs do like I don't know if y'all ever like grew up or stayed around a ranch or a homestead, but the eggs that you get fresh out the like you know what I'm saying, the chicken coop tastes so good compared to the eggs that you get at the store. Even though I can't stand I like buying like when I buy eggs, I always get the brown eggs simultaneously. It still do not taste the same as eggs that come fresh out the thing. That shit is so good. Mm. Ooh, I'm starting to get tired. Let's see what time it is. Ooh, I'm probably gonna dip soon, y'all. Oh, for the video. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready to do. I'm tired. Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to hang out with me and have a sip with me in my greenhouse. I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys to bits and pieces. And I'll hang out with you guys later, possibly tomorrow. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Love you bunches. Deuces.